Grand Rising, YouTube Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. Not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone, but there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take what resonates and leave the rest. This message is quite a deep message. I've literally been sitting here now for the last couple of hours and just holding the meds. And the synchronicities of the days just being so surreal. I've literally just been grounding myself. But to save me repeating myself, and again, that's the energy of Pluto being in Capricorn for the last time within our lifetime. It's like a repeating of old cycles. And when I mean old cycles, we could be going back to, and the energies I was picking up on is the 1980s. I'm going to read a poem which I wrote back on the 31st of January on my Facebook page, and it's the 1980s. When I was 4, I cried and made an inquiry. To my surprise, I heard a voice, felt a presence beside me, one I didn't take lightly. Aslan, is that he? He replied to me. Is that my Almighty? I thought curiously. I said, why me? Aslan said, ask no questions, you will see. I didn't even know I was tapped into my psyche. Being 4, I took everything literally. Now this is the 21st century. Can't take everything personally. Live my life politely, mistaken identity. Seeing life more clearly. What's understood doesn't need to be explained, barely. Entertain, no time for the games, too much at stake, too much of a strain. Feeling drained. We come to earth because we've been ordained in our Father's name. Tired of the chains, when it rains and it rains, seeing how much I can withstand on my path, not moving too fast. Quick glance, a swipe of my past, Aslan. Unplanned, found him walking the land. Human form, good with their hands, other than easily misunderstands. Walla man, found out firsthand when I energy scanned. Walla man, there was never a plan. If we can, or if we can't, or if we can, but say what you mean and mean what you say, and stand firm. And in return, you never know what you may gain or learn. I don't watch you. I watch my intuition, what my intuition tells me to do. If he, she, and or we can see eye to eye, X, Y, and Z, no reason to plea. I don't want nothing that comes easily. I only want what's for me. Been this way since the crossing of the Red Sea. Ever since a baby, searching for love, loyalty, truth, and honesty is key. What I what I see, what I foresee, I sing, rhyme, talk. Could put it in a book, a movie, a DVD. Living in this 21st century, gotta set your boundaries. People never ceases to amaze me. Why so much trickery? It's beyond me. How cruel mankind can be, just another test to me. And I guess my sanity. They will never know the depth of me. Divinely, I'm not very smiley. Although I'm favored and highly, night and daily, guided and protected by my ancestors and the Almighty, who reside within me and walks beside me. Ashe. So I was brought back to that poetry today, and again gazing at this spread I've got out on the table. And just as I was about to press record on the first time, before another well-needed interrupted phone call, on my phone, my battery life had died. So on my phone, when I went to switch it was on 22%. No coincidence in regards to this energy. If you've been following my channel, you would understand, for me, 22 is a kind of it was a trigger number. For me, 22 over my spiritual journey has been guided to be of a karmic mothering energy. So when I see it, the Most High is trying to alert me to a warning, you know, kind of an energy. But again, within this new cycle, this new shift, I've kind of understood now that there's two sides to a coin. Perception, you know, Pisces energy, hangman energy. So I'm going to read what I wrote. 22 battery life, break it down to the 4. I started writing at 3:35 on the 28th of the 7th, 24. Two sides to a coin. So looking at the spread, I wrote letter message from Mama Lilith, hashtag Queen Jezebel, magnetic royal with blue dress. So I was just describing what I can see. So what I was picking up from the energy of this card is that the energy of Queen Lilith is sitting beside her throne on a blue, is sitting on a blue throne, and beside her is her crown. But this is the illustration that fascinated me the most as I was just looking down at the spread, where her hands kind of disappeared into the purple tree. And I'm going to kind of get into the purple tree as I continue out through the message. But it is stemming from this tree. And when you put red and blue together, you get that purple energy. That's the balance and the storm that you're able to now withstand. That's the good news. But this is that Capricorn Pluto energy that's resurfaced, tapping into your inner child energy here. And the numerology is screaming at me. I'm going to get into it. Let me start with the numerology first. So 12, 13 may be relevant. The years or the dates I've got here is the 16th of the 1st, 2010. The 1st of the 1st, 2024 may be relevant. And somewhere in between this time, I feel like there was a spark, a connection, a cry out to your angels and your ancestors, a plea. And I feel like within this time, your cry was heard. 39, 37 may be relevant. 1953 or may be relevant, or 19 to the 8, so age 19 to age 53 may be relevant. I wrote here, in order to get through some things, we have to go through some things. The Most High will never bring us to it without bringing us through it, without equipping us with the information to get us through it. But the energy I'm picking up on here is an energy of a child, unaware of an order that was set against them, or of a dark path that was initiated for them, is the energy I'm picking up on here. I'm picking up on the energy of two sides to a coin. Something may not be what it may appear to be, or it appears to seem, you know, kind of an energy. There's an illusion. So I'm going to keep reading. So Jezebel, Queen Jezebel, sat here with her blue dress, her crown, and her blue throne. She sat on the truth, on her truth, the truth, for so long. Feelings of feeling unworthy of the throne, of the crown that was designed and was ordained. Right hand with her crown, higher self, age 9 may be significant, relevant in regards to this message. This could be an energy of where you may have had your first spiritual encounter, where you realized you have a spiritual gift with very little, maybe to no understanding. Sagittarius is the next energy here that came through, and it's in the energy of free yourself. So these are the cards from the previous message that I did. So I'm coming into the next chapter. Overall energy is the Queen. Sorry, the Queen is the Empress, which is possibly this Queen, this energy of Lilith here. Overall energy this is. So it says, hit by the arrow of the archer, I see a guide with you, guiding you through the tender times, times you felt unnourished, unloved, under the weather. 37 take away 21 equals 16. 5, change, shift. 58 may be relevant, break it down to the 13. We all have the potential to fall into and behind this community gate of that tugger trigger energy, that children of Lur energy. Trigger choice in the right direction, that you heal, the who you are, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. Hashtag process. Hashtag release those who choose to be soulless, those trapped behind enemy lines, behind enemy gates, those who rather choose the path of fame, fortune, false reality, materialistic, crave power by any means, emotionless. They live in an emotionless world. You know, birds of a feather flock together. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Friends will bring you go and they won't bring you come. Kind of an energy. Learn to adapt. Go with the flow. With inner wisdom and guidance. 13, divide feminine, which is the energy of Lilith. Break it down to the 4. Lilith speaks about finding balance within your own inner masculine and own inner feminine, regardless of your gender. Creator, the mother of this energy of Jezebel. And I'm going to read those 2 cards as to why I said that. Jezebel is card 21. 21 may be relevant. 2021 may be relevant. Age 21. Break it down to the 3, which is this Empress energy, overall energy. So when I see the 2 and the 1, I see the High Priestess and the Magician. You combine that. That's the power within you. The ability to see in both worlds. 9, independently, self-sufficiently. It's that power of knowing of self, kind of an energy. May be relevant. And it's an energy of being forthright. These ages are coming to my mind. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 16. But this is a cycle. Now you have seen things that cannot be unseen. Now gaining inner knowledge of self, maybe with little understanding, but present. With this presence card in the center, it's like with all that's been going on, you've always had a presence around you and within you that's kept you kind of focused on some kind of, I'm hearing busyness, like you keep yourself busy in order to keep yourself grounded. With little understanding, but while still being present, the ability to see and feel and live within 2 worlds. Live how nature live. I was also picking up on the energy of, even though we're within this 3D reality and we have our maternal parents, but I'm picking up on an energy of being raised by the moon. That's like following your intuition. You're not an energy of tradition where you follow a religious or routine, or you're a free spirit is the kind of energy I was picking up on here. You follow the wisdom that's around you. And I feel like that's an energy that you've been in since a child, with inner child being here. I'm seeing an energy or a space of lost, or between the ages of 13 and 16. As I was picking up on that energy, I was also picking up on the storms that we've been having of recently around the world. The one Beryl that hit the Caribbean. The message and the channeling that I got today in regards to that message, it brought me back to a message I did sometime last year. And it says, Mother Earth needs you to be in a state of meditation. Mother Earth is about to reject anything that was planted against you and your destiny. I believe that was the title of the message. And it came flooding back today as I was looking at this energy, and paid attention to the sulfur card in regards to the volcano results around the world. When I Google it, there's 15, but I also know of one which is also in the Caribbean. So I'm going to continue reading. That being said, through the storms and the obstacles and the trials and the tribulations, does Lilith show up here for you, age 21, due to the search of your lost feminine, your lost masculine within, who feels it knows, was never a child but always a soul, 444, guided and protected, brought back to some other past messages which I just explained in regards to Mother Earth needs you to be grounded in meditation mode. And then I was hearing that song. I've been hearing it for the last few days now, and it's like from an eerie movie, and it's like do you see what I see? Voice is a bit croaky right now, but I would attach it. But again, like I said, there's something around the age of 13 to 16, or this could be the years 2013 to 2016. And now I'm hearing 1913 to 1916, but I have no clue what that might mean. There may have been some kind of holiday, some kind of getaway, a retreat, where sulfur, volcanoes, boiling spring may be relevant. Like, the vibes I get every time I pick up on this is not a good vibes. It came up once before, again last year, in regards to energies around fire. It weren't a good vibe. But I was picking up on the energy of wiping of memory. But a significant or unforgettable event may have taken place where you're always going to remember going to this place. And I feel like the memory is going to trigger something else within you, which is going to be another piece to the puzzle, kind of an energy, a hidden deeper truth to the intentions behind this retreat, this holiday, this visit, etc. In this present moment, this island got hit by Hurricane Beryl. Going back to the attached message, Mother Earth removed and damaged anything that was planted to hinder you, allowing a portal of light to shine through you. Advice: allow your light to shine. Inner standing is not your shame to carry. Going back to another previous message I was brought back to as I was just channeling this energy. Aries energy may have been a part of the trauma, the shift, the upliftment, the cause, the effect for those realizations or for these realizations. This could also be your energy, your inner action, your strength, your determination, your willpower to see a better you, a better world. But I see more. I was going to end right in here, but then I saw more. As though this was a ploy to block my crown chakra and this message from going out. You may have just communicated on a higher consciousness inwardly, journaling, music, drawing, some kind of creativity, some kind of milestone, screaming at me. 13, 21, and 16. Years 2013, 2016, 2021 may be significant. You may have survived 5 to 10 attacks unknown to you. Again, I was picking up on this energy of Pluto in Capricorn, current energy. Go with the flow. All this energy is past life, and your self-realization, you're realizing the unique you. How you're now or soon will be proud of every scar that made you who you are, the obstacles you've overcome and still remain grounded, prepared, and protected on your new cycle. This card again is card number 10. So this cycle is ended. You withstood the storm, and you still remain grounded. It's like something's gone over your head. Any projection is going over your head. You're in the energy of remaining present. The angel number 115 came through as I was channeling. No longer a shadow of your former self. And then I was going into the energy of Jezebel and the characteristics. Again, one, seeks control, wanted to use her power in order to push her agendas. Now, this Jezebel spirit can live within any body, because a energy, a spirit can possess anybody. So, and I'm gonna continue reading. It can be our bosses, our friends, spiritual mentors, husbands, wife, religious leaders, etc., etc. Wanting us to think and speak and act like they do, believe in what they do, or at least which best benefits and serves their needs. Control is not godly. God is discipline, a higher consciousness, a free will, a choice. Also, the energy of fear. Fear is not a godly energy. Fear is an emotion to cause or to gain, control. Master manipulator. Somebody who likes to discredit, demasculate, in order for, again, their own agendas. Somebody who will feel no way to set you up, was the energy I heard loud and clear. Honey trapper. A trigger energy. Somebody who's soulless. Somebody who gives into temptations real easy. Claims they're religious, or claims they follow a religious path, but they don't live a religious life, kind of an energy, integrity, honesty, loyalty, morals, principles, a disrespect for a higher authority. Someone who takes their position for granted, someone who uses their power, to override somebody. No respect for that higher power, for God. They will question God's authority themselves. The Spirit of God is more powerful than lust, than temptation, than confusion or illusions. But for a lot of us, this energy was placed on us at an age or a time of our life where we had no inner standing to life. So whosoever's I'm connecting with right now, I'm picking up the energy as I look into these cards. Caribbeans will say forthright. If you buy, I don't know, a bunch of bananas, let's say, and they're green, but you want them to be yellow, you will put them in a cupboard in a warm place to force ripe it. This is the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Intentionally put into situations to tamper with your spirit, your soul being, your life choices, your destiny. Too young to fight this attachment, but you've always had the wisdom to break every chain which may have been tried to be attached to your energy. Now you walk and you're guided to look into now I'm guided to look into the Sagittarius energy. And again, in Greek mythology, the Sagittarius is commonly thought to represent a warlike creature with the torso of a man and the body of a horse. Chinese zodiac may be relevant. I was channeling this card at the time. Something was directed to your tenderness. Card number 41, break it down to the 5. Something was definitely designed to target your health, your wealth, your mental. The changes that were within you. There may have been a significant sickness around the age of 5. Possibly even now, 41 may be relevant. But something has been channeled to, targeted, projected. And this also can just be your spirit guide that's helping you through these energies of 5. 5 is that energy of lack. I continued to read on, and it got a bit deep. Crotus, the son of Pan, the goat god, the muse nurse, female spirit of words, of good omen, of praise, acclaims, shouts of triumph and applause. But the opposite is Momos, I believe the name is, and her sisters, were Epheraria, I believe that says, and there's another 2 names, I can't pronounce them so I won't. But along with her sisters, she was regarded as a member of the younger, is it Karites? But again, it goes deep. It goes real deep. It's almost like I'm picking up on the energy of your birthright, your destiny, your it's like the energy of your DNA coding have been sold off to an outside to an outsider. I don't know how else to word it at this moment. Like this energy has kind of been a hard energy to channel, almost personal reading, you know, but so much of the energy I've been able to overcome. So it's kind of easier to see. It's that kind of an energy. Something is easier to see from the outside looking in than it is from the inside looking out. Is the kind of energy I'm picking up on here. And I feel that sits within the energy of allow your light to shine. Confirmation. I was just about to say, show the world the real you. And then I was going to pick up this card next, which represent lead your life. And in the background of this, you see the Aries energy, the goat. I took a pause and I turned the page and I realized I had a bit more. So I wrote, after looking at this card, because this is the energy that those who oppose you wanted you to be in. Soulless. They wanted you to be the energy of 37, which is the energy of the children of Lur, the tugger man, the trigger man, the children of Lur energy. They try to draw you in, you know, they try to draw you in. But that hand there is grasping onto that crown energy. Like this message has wanted me to go back into the energy of 2016, where somebody who I'm connecting with may have had to revert back to a child at any age, may have had to revert back to a child and call upon the energy of their ancestors. You know, for me, what I've come to understand throughout my life journey is that yes, we can pray. It's a connection you've got with your Most High. But one thing I never did over the years, was replace praying for a cry. And 2016, I cried out, literally cried out to my ancestors. And believe me and you, it was bittersweet, you know. I've never seen a turnaround happen so quickly. 14 days, 1-5, change. But all for the good, you know, all for the good. Not needing to become a victim or a product of your environment. The intention was to put you in this energy of needing to release your shadow. I'm hearing right now, but you learn to live with your shadow. And I guess that's what the balance was, to live within balance of your light and your dark. Like once all of this grey area is being figured out, you're still remaining present, untriggerable, you know, regardless of what's being projected at you. You're untriggerable. And I feel like for a lot of us, we're now being rewarded and recognized for that. Yeah, I'm going to pull some overall energy. So I'm coming back into the energy of my chapters. We're moving into, I want to say, a new page. I just keep hearing that expression. New chapter, new page. I'm very much drawn to that within the same vision, going back to 2016 that I mentioned. It's the tree for me. I keep seeing these two trees and it keeps on bringing me back to 2016. What keeps on bringing me back there is because I'm looking at the overall energy here of the Empress. And for me, I can't differentiate between if this is a ancestral message or ancestral energy, let's say, because all of these are ancestral messages, or whether this is a maternal energy, a feminine energy, or whether this is your energy, feminine energy, either way. And right now I'm hearing lost femme. So let's see. Going back to the vision, so my mind keeps on going. Vision of a tree, architecture, removing a tree. The vision I saw was hand. It's so hard for me to explain. I've never really been able to verbalize what I saw because still it's surreal to me. This card just keeps on showing itself. It's almost like in 2016 was a whole new rebirth. It was like the tarot, and I never knew tarot at all at the time, but looking back, and if I had to put the two cards together, it would definitely be the death card and the tarot card with the wheel rolled in the reverse. Is the energy, powerful energy. Hands delicately removing a tree from where it was so solidly planted. And no little tree. We're talking about a huge tree. A huge tree. Which I feel, looking back now, represented obviously the length of time a tree had been planted there. That was destined for that tree to be planted there. Going back to your inner child, I just noticed this tree also behind, you know. But yeah, I mean, if 2016 is resonating with you, it's almost like something may have happened within your world which was bittersweet, flipped your world upside down, you know, turned it all around, kind of an energy, but placed you in a place exactly where it was that you needed to be in order for this moment. So let's try and get a overall energy. So we've got the Hangman in the reverse. Something's changed, a perception, a feeling, confirmation. No longer feeling weighed down, bogged down. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers, which again will be the energy of the next message. As it's at the bottom of the deck, is how I've been reading my chapters. So like coming back into this energy, it's like somebody here has definitely had a change of heart, a change of mind. I'm picking up on the energy of too many messages. They targeted the first and forgot about the last. You over met someone's expectations of you. Is the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Somebody never expected this, much less, you know, kind of an energy. So let's see, what's this energy as we're coming into the ending of this cycle with Black Moon, Lilith in Leo. Allow your light to shine. And I definitely feel like this energy that's coming in, strong energy around Leo energy, especially going back to my poem. the 1980s. Let's see this energy. I'm hearing it just takes one to recognize. I'm hearing your worth, your achievements, your goals, your, you know, kind of energy to see you for who you are. It could be a Gemini energy. And what's strange here, something just said to look. And right here we've got the tinderbox. This is the card that came through in the previous message, which all of this is coming from, which is the memory. And what's a coincidence about that? I said to myself that I was going to put the card on the table, but it was already in the deck and I'd already shuffled it. It was already all in there. But I said if it comes through in the message, then what I was going to do was place it behind this inner child energy, because those memories now is memories that's behind you. It's no longer memories that you're holding on to, but more so memories that you're living and learning from. You're walking with wisdom and experience that you've gained along your earth journey. But the card that's come through is Rapunzel, liberation. Card number 2. The bottom of the deck is card number 3, the Princess and the Pea, sensitivity. I'm picking up on an energy who's become more in tune with their inner feminine. I'm hearing right now what was lost is now being found. So let's see, let's get some activation energy in regards to this overall message. What's this perception that's being changed for those who I'm connecting with in regards to this energy? What's this change of perception with the Hangman? Can't pick it up. Surrender, it's in the reverse. So whosoever I'm connecting to, I feel you have surrendered. I feel like there may have been a resistance at one point. I'm picking up an energy of denial. But again, going back to the previous messages of memories, the overall energy for that energy was accountability. I'm going to read what the surrender card says. It says the energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. Going back to the energy of the traits and the characteristics of the spirit of Jezebel. This is an energy that's no longer attached to you. You've let it go. You're liberated from it, is the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Card number 39. 39 may be relevant. What's this energy that's been activated in regards to this energy? For those I'm connecting with. What's this Empress? Okay, so we've got romantic love. So I've got 2 cards in this is a double deck. So card number 39 again, and we've got romantic love. So it says the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with the reflections of conscious lover. And it's in this energy, and within this energy I can see that there's a masculine energy, and I'm picking up within the ethers. I'm picking up on a 5D connection, going back to a message I did of recently. It was more so giving me an energy of a connection that's not yet in union, and one I'm hearing that's in holding, that's in waiting. Again, that could be also the reason why this energy of surrender is in the reverse. I'm hearing that residue. It's almost like a final test, but it's almost like you're confident within the final test, even though you may be unknowing as to what that test may be, because you've overcome so much that it's almost like, what's one more challenge kind of an energy, because you walk by faith and not by sight. And again, I'm just kind of drawn to the Lovers, and the Devil's right behind that, but I'm drawn to the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. But there's this Hermit energy behind, with this Devil and energy. But anyway, tell me more about this energy of Queen Jezebel. What I do like is how all of the cards are going over in this energy, this direction, because it's all about the forward movement. Third eye chakra. And this is why the hand's in the tree. The same tree that was delicately removed and placed in a safer environment. It's a deep message. Card number 6. The card reads, your third eye chakra, the frequency of your third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. To just see through some things, you know? To just see through some things. One of my seasons is coming to mind. I can't remember what number it was, but it was in regards to every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. I believe it was around, is it Domination? I believe it's called. A movie that I was kind of, I felt like I was guided to watch, and I reviewed it and broke it down. The synchronicities were so surreal in regards to the energies that was coming through on my channel. That liberation energy. Tell me more about this energy of free yourself. Gracefully. Gracefully. Card number 24, break it down to the 6, that's that balance. So it says the frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation to life and anticipation of life currents and changes as we evolve towards a higher version of ourselves on this earthly plane, bringing the divine with the human essence. Perfect alignment is the energy I'm picking up on. Someone's overcoming the energies of the past gracefully, and the reward for that is where you found union within yourself. You're now going to be finding a union outside of self, a coming together, a divine connection, one that you was divinely guided towards with the third eye chakra. It's like you've seen through all of the falseness, and now you're coming to a real one. Real recognizes real is the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Gemini, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius may be relevant, but I feel that Sagittarius is an energy of the past. An energy that you're freeing yourself from. Let's see, why is this energy Lilith? Show me the energy of Lilith. And again, I feel like Lilith is the energy, the wisdom that's been within you since the beginning of time, as I see the red tree in the back, since the foundation. Ancestral energy, intuition, freedom, coherence. Card number 13 and card number 21, again repeating energies. There's two cards of 21, 21, 21 may be relevant. 13, 13 may be relevant. Also 131, also 1341 may be relevant. Angel numbers. So it says the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of our heart with the frequency of our mind for the optimal ability to create the reality that we deserve. So freedom, card number 21. The energy of freedom supports our senses of limitless possibilities and potentials boundless expression, and bold exploration. So it's like all of these characteristics that we wasn't able to learn, I'm hearing in the norm, is coming to us through trauma, and you know, which is not the best way, but it's the way that we kind of vowed to get through life. If we believe that we made vows before even portal into earth, it's like our soul knew what we was able to endure in this lifetime, and in doing so we was going to make changes not only within our spiritual and our soul contracts, but also for those that we were connecting with too. I hope that makes sense. Let's get one card. I feel like there's something missing in the center of this message. Show me this presence energy, the energy of presence. Perception. It's falling over in the energy of third eye. Again, it's the overall energy. There's a perception here that's changed. Card number 35, break that down to the 8. It says the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. And how we do that is we go deep. Meditation brings answers. It might not be the answers that we want to hear, but it's definitely the answers that we need to hear in order for us to move forward. And I feel like this is the energy that's coming through with this energy of Lilith and Jezebel. It's like someone's perception of Jezebel is changing because there's two sides to a coin. There's two sides to any coin. Any coin that hasn't got two sides is worthless. It can't, you know, it's worthless. It's the kind of energy I'm picking up on here. Let's get a message for this tenderness. Let's get a message for this tenderness. It's like this is why you've had to go through all of these feelings of just feeling unnurtured, unloved. You know, this card of this energy of tenderness and 41. Let's see, what's the activation? So you was able to be sensitive enough to use your discernment to know when it was time for you to break free. Is the energy I'm picking up on to make that change. With card number 41, break it down to the 5. This is the 2. I'm hearing 2020 may be relevant here. Age 20 may also be relevant. 16 to 20. So it says the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. So it's almost like forgiving those who never gave us what we needed from the nest. You know, they never did their best. Going back to another poem. But give praise to the Most High and to yourself for being able to follow your inner guidance, following your inner wisdom, and learning these emotions for yourself in some of the most toughest ways, gracefully. Even through this energy of tenderness, you were still able to use your discernment and move through the noise, move through the darkness. You were still able to see within the dark because of where it is that you was coming from.